Okay, so here we are going to make the Guatemala Motagua River drought risk in the river source and the first 100 kilometers and protection to Sierra de las Minas biosphere. We are going to make this research along all the flow of the river that this is the largest hydrological basin of Guatemala. First, we have the source of the river in Santa Cruz del Quiché. This is the gray line of this of the chart, and we can see that it oscillates from the year 2021 to the year 2024 between zero point 0.6 and 0.8, depending of the summer or the rainy season. But we can see that it drops even on the 2024. We can see that it drops even below zero point 0.5, which represents a high risk for the drought of the river because this is the source, and we have a high risk that the river simply died because it will not find enough water to continue flowing. Okay, so this is one of the greatest risk of the Motagua River. It is on the source because it has a very low tree coverage and a very low forestry coverage, as we can see here. Okay, the next section that we are going to see, it is the the drought along all the river flow. Here we have this region of 14 kilometers width. Okay, this is this region that we can see here, and that it has the lowest FAPAR or photosynthetical levels of these four measures. It is the orange line, and we can see that it oscillates between 0.35 and zero point 0.7, which is very low to keep the river flowing. Okay, we can see that even in the year 2024, it drops below 20.40, which represents a high risk for the drought of the river all the way of the river flow between the source and the ending of the river mouth in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so this is a very high risk region of all the flow region of the river. The next region that we are going to research, it is a 100 kilometers length. This is the high lines of the river that they still have a little bit of forestry coverage. This is the blue line, and we can see that it oscillates between zero point 0.7 and zero point 0.8, depending of the summer or the rainy season. And the problem is that it is a tree coverage that it is very far away from the river shore. We can see that this tree coverage, it is 14 kilometers distance between it and the river shore to the south. Okay, so it is very important to make a reforestation from this region to the river shore to keep the river flowing. The last region that we are researching here, it is the Sierra de las Minas. We can see here that it has the highest level of photosynthesis. It oscillates between zero point 0.8 and zero point 0.9 from 2021 to 2024. And we can see that due to the high level of forestry and tree coverage, it almost does not have an affectation between the summer and the rainy season. It keeps this level very steady. So we have to protect this Sierra Las Minas biosphere because even that it is very far away from the river source, it keep it keeps the humidity, it keeps the soil moisture between these highlands and the river flow. Okay, so here we are going to see the video. You can see here this is where this is the Motagua source, And these are the high lines and the drought section that we were speaking. You can see that this is all the drought section of the river. That this is the drought section that we are looking here. And then we reach Sierra Las Minas on this region. This is Sierra Las Minas that we saw that it has a large tree coverage. And at the end of the river or the river mouth, we can see another risk because the river crosses the Guatemala City. It is very contaminated, and the high contamination of the river on the river ending or the mouth of the river to the Atlantic Ocean in the department of Izabal, in the small town of El Quetzalito. This highly contaminated river that crosses Guatemala and have all the garbage from Guatemala City, it is damaging all the mangrove of this shore of the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so it is very important to recover this area also to clean up the river just before it reaches the ending and to avoid that the garbage ends on the Atlantic Ocean.